Alright, day one. I started like every other Minecraft player by getting wood, stone, and putting up the frame of my house, but as soon as it got dark, I headed into the mine, where I was attacked by an enderman, and almost died on day one. Mining continued into day two, where I found a spider spawner. I took my time getting to the chest, and in the chest I found an enchanted golden apple, a saddle, and a music disc. Went back to the surface to get food and continued mining. On day three, I went to the surface to put glass on my house and explored the other island. I found cows, sheep, and other animals. Once again, when it got dark, I went back into the mine. My life continued as a miner into day four, but quickly got bored and went to the surface to finish the glass and start the bridge to Animal Island. And at night in the mine, I found my first diamonds. As you can see, I am pretty excited. More mining footage on day five, but luck ran out, so I headed to the surface where I continued the bridge to the animals and at night made my first bed and went to sleep. More of the same on day six. I just put up walls on the bridge to make it safe and killed more innocent fish for my survival. Day seven was full of mining till the night where I used the deep slate for walls, roofs, and floors. Day 8, I cleaned my house, went around mining coal on my island, and finished the bridge by placing torches to make it free from the infected. Day 9, I removed trespassers off my land, and my reward was a second floor. Second floor construction continued into day 10, but when I ran out of deep slate, I went back into the mine. Day 11 was full of house decorations, making the house look better, and look at it. Ooh, nice. Day 12, I finished the house decorations and started on a wall to protect my property. I mined all day for day 13 and found absolutely nothing. Sad. On day 14, I perfected the house and finished the wall, but then quickly tore up the wall to terraform the ground and restore the wall to its former glory. I went to Animal Island to take the dirt and fix my island, and when it became night, I lit up my main property. More walling and terraforming on day 16. That's it. On day 17, I started a farm. A simple farm, but it'll keep me fed until I can slaughter the innocent cows and sheep. Speaking of cows and sheep, I set up a pen for the livestock. And on day 18, I got my very own sheep on my island, but they were really annoying to lead, so it took them all day to get them across the bridge. I got the sheep on my property early in the morning of day 19, but had to use a boat to get a cow because they are the most annoying pieces of shit. Alrighty, I used a piece of wheat to lead the animals into their new homes, where they will be forced to breed and watch their relatives die, all in the name of my survival. And when I headed back into the mine, I found some more diamonds and made a diamond pickaxe and started to mine obsidian. And you know how mining obsidian is. It took so long that mining continued into the middle of day 21. Once I got enough, I went back to the surface and made myself a nether portal, but I was too scared to go into Ohio, so I went on the open ocean and found myself a treasure map. And in the morning of day 22, I quickly found the treasure and was full of gold and iron. And after finding the treasure, I entered Ohio and started questioning my life choices. On day 23, I fortified my portal, which is located on top of a tree in a crimson forest, which is not the worst spawn. Hopefully a ghast doesn't come and shoot me. As soon as the sun came up on day 24, I went into the mine. All I found was some iron. When will this YouTube luck start happening to me? Or do I have to place the iron and diamonds by myself in creative? For obvious reasons, that part's a joke. Please don't cancel me. So I came up from the mine and made an enchanting table with the diamonds I had, and went to the nether and started tunneling to what would hopefully be another fortress. Tunneling continued into day 26, and I found nothing, so I ran home and went to sleep. Day 27, I was preparing to turn the spider spawner into an XP farm, but forgot something, so I had to go back to the surface. Spider Spawn XP farm began on day 28 when I began to clear space for the farm, specifically a 9x9 box for more spider spawns. And on day 29, I finished the spider spawner farm, which means I get XP, which I can use on my armor and tools for better enchantments. I also get string, which I can try and sell to villagers or make it into wool and get beds. And with this design, spiders can't touch me when I'm AFKing for more spawns. Day 30 was full of chores, like farming and lighting up my island so no monsters can spawn. This is really good, so now I can't die when I'm just feeding my animals and farming. More lighting up my island on day 31, and that was all I did for an entire day. It's a really big island. Today I'm going to the mainland for the very first time. It's to get leather for books for my enchantment table. I took my boat across the ocean, fell off a cliff, and went to sleep because I don't want to die. The adventuring continued into the next day where I found cows and killed them, and I also found a rainforest, which is good because I looted it for its melons and bamboo. And in the beginning of day 34, I found a village. I immediately began looting and stealing all of the possessions the villagers owned, and started to head home with all the loot I have. In the beginning of day 35, I made it back to my island, and started to breed the cows, and ended the day with a mass genocide of spiders. More XP farming on day 36, and that's all I did. Hopefully I'll get a good level 30 enchant. I used the levels I got yesterday from the spiders to get Fortune 2 on my pickaxe, and I went down to the mines to try and get diamonds for full diamond armor and tools. On day 38, I found a 4 vein, and I only got 6 diamonds from it, which means I only got 2 extra diamonds, and with Fortune 2, that's not that good. It's actually pretty bad. Found more diamonds on day 39, a total of 13 diamonds, which puts me up to 19. So when I went back to the surface, I made myself a full set of diamond armor, and went back to the farm to get levels, and with my new levels, I put Prot 3, Unbreaking 3, and Thorns on my chestplate. That is solid. Level grinding starts on day 40, and on day 41, I put more enchantments on my armor and went to the nether, where I bartered with the pigs and started another tunnel to find a nether fortress. On day 42, I found the fortress and ran home because I was scared and unprepared. This is embarrassing. I wasn't recording for the past 8 days, so here's what I found. I found blazes and got 20 blaze powder. I went mining and found 6 diamonds, and I also put sharpness 4 on my sword. And I put some enchantments on my boots. I'm sorry, this will never happen again, I promise. So on day 51, I went exploring and found a village, and immediately began to desecrate the surrounding area for profit, and this is possible by turning the wood into sticks and selling those sticks to Fletchers. On day 52, I sold my sticks to the Fletchers for money, and then I went back to deforestation, just like people in the real world. More stick selling on day 53, and I'm also trying to get a mending villager so I don't have to waste diamonds on new diamond armor and new diamond tools. And on day 54, I got myself that mending villager, and for only 12 emeralds, that's pretty good. So I dumped my entire life savings for mending and headed home to add it to my armor and tools. I do need levels to add mending to my tools and armor, so for the next 3 days, all I did was kill spiders. Day 59, I went back up to the surface, and then at night, I killed a phantom and used its phantom membrane to make a potion of slow falling. The potion of slow falling is used in the Ender Dragon fight, so it doesn't flick you off the edge and die. And in this case, if I died, the world would be over. On day 60, I went back into the nether to try and trade with the pigs, and after a couple minutes of trading, I finally got it. Ender pearls. 4 of them. Returned to the villager town to make profits and started making a villager breeder, where no one will be paid and everyone is forced to breed under my command. I went back to my main island to grab beds and other materials to finally finish this villager breeder, and hopefully with this villager breeder I'll be able to make insane profits. Finished the villager breeder on day 63, and made more profits by selling the sticks that I've gathered over the last couple of days. I'm gonna start calling this place the sweatshop. Want to take a guess? Well, here it is. It's because there's so many babies that do jobs that no one else wants to. Day 65, I used the profits from yesterday and the day before to buy an efficiency 5 for my pickaxe and axe. Making a lot of beds and going to the nether on day 66. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find ancient debris by blowing up the bottom of the nether, but found none today. On day 67, I found 8 more pieces and went home, and made myself a chest plate and pants. I went back into the nether to try and find more for my tools. I came out of the nether on day 68 with nothing, so I decided to cheer up by going to the village and destroying the forest for profit. In the beginning of day 69, I made profits and then went home to sleep. Day 70, I made the Ender Eyes from the Cleric and using the Blaze Rods, and in a couple days I'm going to fight the Ender Dragon, but first I have to travel to the stronghold. And at the end of the day, I found it and started to explore it. Exploring the stronghold on day 71 and finally found the portal room, but YouTube luck wasn't on my side and there was not a single eye in the portal, so I had to head home but got lost. Getting even more lost on day 72, but at the end of the day, I found a village. I looted a house and found a compass, so now I'm going to my island and made it back on the night of day 73. I went to the nether to get the Enderman's balls, and then used those balls to make 2 Ender Eyes, got more food and slow falling potions, and went back to the stronghold. And on day 75, I entered the end to fight the Ender Dragon. I put on a pumpkin helmet and popped a slow falling potion, and started shooting the crystals. I took out all the crystals and got the dragon down to half health at the end of day 75. The fight continued into day 76, where I shot the Ender Dragon for the final time. I grabbed the egg and went to the outer islands and found the end ship. I sped through it all and almost got to the Elytra. On day 77, I grabbed the Elytra and headed home, and used the dragon levels to put Mending and Unbreaking 3 on my Elytra. Now I can fly without the worry of my Elytra breaking. Blowing up the Nether on day 78, and at the end of the day, I got 4 pieces of ancient debris. Found 10 more pieces of ancient debris on day 79, and fully completed my netherite armor and made my pickaxe netherite. I went down to the spider spawner farm to heal my armor and tools on day 80. Went back to the sweatshop to make more profits by touring up the forest, and at night I killed creepers for gunpowder for rockets. Made rockets in the beginning of day 82 and flew back to my island to put silk touch on my axe to get beehives. I relocated tons of bees on day 83, and then set up the beehives and put flowers down to make sure they had honey. Started to terraform my island by making it flat with cobblestone for any future project I might want to make. Terraforming continued on day 85, but my tools needed some healing, so I went down to the spider spawner and fixed my tools. Spider genocide continues into day 86, but tomorrow I start a build on the new land I just made. Day 87, I started placing gray concrete in an L shape. You'll figure out what it means soon. More of the same on day 88, just concrete placement for the new build. Finished the first floor in the balcony on day 89, and started the second floor today. And on day 90, I finished the second floor. If you couldn't guess now, it's a motel for the villagers that will live here, so I don't have to fly for my profits. On day 91, I abducted my first villager and brought him to my motel where I trapped him for the rest of time. And I got my second villager in on day 92. Day 93, I built a wall to make sure that the villagers never escape my capitalist greed. I also started an emerald bedroom, which might spread to the rest of the house if I get more rich. I started to build a villager breeder on my island so I don't have to waste any more time trying to abduct villagers. I spent the entire day of day 95 building the roof of my motel, and boy does it look good. I killed cows on day 96, and that's it, I just needed their flesh. Today I sold my body on the black market for my emerald bedroom. Anything it takes, I will have this emerald bedroom. On day 98, I put the emerald blocks on my bedroom today, and it's looking pretty good. I even had to sell my flint for emeralds on day 99. But I'm close, I'm close. On day 100, I finished my emerald bedroom, and it looks really good, and slept for the final time in this 100 days. This video is heavily inspired by Luke TheNotable's 100 Days. He is a huge inspiration of mine, and it was really fun to make this video. So if you want to see more like this, subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next one.